This is a reading video for Charlotte Quadshot Part 2. Click in the link in the description below to go watch my reaction, and then come back here to some full thoughts, ideas, and theories about these episodes. 3 episodes, including an OVA. So we have one OVA, and then episode 5, 6, and 7 that we watched here in this week's Quadshot. So click away now, or be spoiled as to what happened in these episodes. Okay. So, it was a very interesting. I love the show. I love the show. It's very, very fun to see. Even a hint of Angel Beats on one of the shows that they were watching, or he was watching, and when he was running away, whatever. So yeah, I love the show. The different kind of power sets and the limits to them, the errors in them, the weirdness to everything. In looking at the powers, basically, is very interesting. Characters are pretty interesting. All that kind of stuff. It's a really cool show. I like it a lot. There are like a couple things where like, well, I guess it's his character. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to like predict this happening, kind of thing, because like, I didn't even think it was possible for somebody to die in this show, kind of thing, because like just never think about it, right? Because it's like you're just going along, everything's fine, finding the cool people with cool powers, so on and so forth, and then it's just like bomb drop, bam, someone died, kind of thing, like a main character. Well, not a main character, but like a side character in a way. That's important to a main character. And then here I am just sitting there like, there's bound to be something to fix it. You know, I kept thinking that. I'm like, there's got to be somebody out there who could fix it. There's got to be some way of fixing it. Or I even had thoughts about like the people who brought him to the hospital ended up being the scientists. And it was all a lie, right? The sister is fine, but they're just lying to him so that way they can get him to be emotional. I was like thinking about all this different stuff in my head. But it seems it's fact. Like the sister's dead. There's no way of bringing her back. Maybe, but he just kind of went down this big rabbit hole in a way. He kept getting in. Well, at first he just wanted to be alone, in a room kind of thing, and then he kind of moved on to going out to go get some more food or something like that, and then discovering a video game. Where you shoot a bunch of alien blob things, whatever it is. Got addicted to that. Kind of kept going back there each day, it seemed like. And then he kind of upgraded to fighting gangs by himself. And then just kept going down that rabbit hole kind of thing. He kept fighting gangs. And then one of the gang guys were trying to like reach for like this little box thing like that he dropped over or whatever. I don't know why he reached for that of all things to help him from, somebody that's like attacking them or whatever. Or I guess in his sense they attacked each other. But anyways, I don't know why the game member reached for that object in particular. That he walked over there, picked it up, and he's like, oh, whatever. And then he ended up going to like a back alley or something like that. Ended up being drugs, basically. So, drugs. Why would a guy reach for drugs when all of his gang was taking out by themselves? I don't know. It's just weird. Anyways, it was really, really cool to see that now the Invisible Girl was with him the entire time. I'm not sure how far back. My assumption is probably when the one girl that you saved before with the car accident or the truck accident that he did himself, when she arrived and the person who opened the door for them to enter, I think that's when Now entered, and then she just never left, kind of thing. She just kind of stayed there. I wonder if there's any way of like looking back and seeing if there are like more than usual, like there's more food stuff than usual, or there's any hints that she's there. Because I was thinking about like the game members, right? The game members were sitting there like attacking him or pick and fight with him kind of thing, but they never mentioned or saw or something, whatever, the girl. Now, so I'm wondering, like, was she nearby all the time, like right next to him all the time, or was she just like at a distance, kind of like next road over, whatever, no, next intersection over, just kind of like watching him, and then just kind of like following in his footsteps at like at a distance kind of thing. Um, I don't know. Stuff that I think about. But yeah, so it looks like he's back on track. He's gonna come back and everything, and help out with the guys and everything. He started going on a dark road. He just started beating up people, stabbing them, like the food stuff. They like the almost like a shish kebab kind of thing, but it's like it's probably different than over there. But that's kind of like what I think about when I call I'm American. So that's like a shish kebab. The skewer, like the kind of like the long thing with like a bunch of food on it. Anyways, he kept eating those, or he had two of them. He ate one, and then he turned it and stabbed it right in the guy's like leg. All the juices and everything stabbing directly into his leg. Like I'm infected. Like I'm assuming there's gonna be a lot of infection to that, and all this kind of weird stuff because it was like I think she said soy sauce, like soy sauce injected into your leg twice. Like that's not good. It's not good at all. So I don't know, but yeah. And then he started having other people stab other people, and then threatened to stab somebody's eye out with a skewer. And it's just stuff like that. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like that all happened in the last episode. No, episode 7. I should say not the last episode, but episode 7. That all happened episode 7. So Jesus. So I'm excited to see what happens next. If everything goes back to normal, or he decides to help more in this situation, because he's been fighting all this time. He's been learning how to fight with his ability, fighting the gangs by himself, kind of thing in a way. So he's like in a way like been training, but like not on purpose. So I'm interested to see if he like evolved to a state where like he can possess people for more than normal, or he can like hot switch kind of thing. So instead of like falling over like he did before, or like falling on his face, when he's like controlling people, he instead like kind of braces himself and he kind of just like kind of falls asleep while he's attacking him, and then like gets back on his feet, like he's like pinned against the wall, right, with one guy, and it kind of just went like he just fell asleep or whatever, and then the other guy just started punching him, and he just like woke up again, like on he's still on the wall. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens next for sure. I'm excited to see if there is anything to help the sister. Maybe bring him back some kind of power. Maybe the idol girl. I don't have her name written down, sadly. But maybe she's like a shaman, right, kind of thing. So she kind of gets in contact with the dead. So maybe she can contact her and chat with her or whatever, or they can have a conversation with each other. But I wonder if that might like remove her older sister from her body. I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for part 3, which is 8, 9, and 10. 3 episode reactions. So yeah, I shall see you guys then. Take care, everybody.